What's going on, people? Happy Wednesday. Happy May. I think here in the UK, the weather's finally picking up and being nice. But shame we can't say that about the IT market, can we now, boys and girls? So anyway, I've decided that I'm going to experiment with this YouTube stuff more where I'm just going to script things. So I'll be a little bit of less eye contact and then looking down here on my, you know, Word document of the things I want to say in this video. So in today's video, we will be talking about the current job market and contract versus permanent roles. Also, I'm going to be showing you like some like real world stuff, like live stuff that's happening in this month. It's dismal. Ain't a pretty sight out there. You know, if I could say this without getting mad, it's shit. It's a shit market, all around. So let's talk about it, right? So in today's video, we're going to discuss the current state of the job market, particularly focusing on opportunities and challenges for contractors and those seeking permanent roles in the tech and cloud industries. If you saw my last video, when I was speaking to Big Boy Jermaine, about how it's 2024, do you see he landed a job? He was a truck driver, ex-truck driver, right? Thanks to me, boom, boom. But his more skills. I mean, he said I didn't do it myself, right? I didn't train him and stuff like that. He had the desire to actually go and put the work and effort in, and that's what you need to do continuously to get there. And I think it took him nearly 2 years to get there. But the point being is he didn't give up, right? But anyway, he landed a job and he landed another job. Look out for that video next time. Hey, you don't want to miss it? Hit subscribe, Don't be shy. Come on, join the party. So anyway, so basically what I want to do is that, the goal is to provide an overview here that helps you understand why it is a challenging time for contractors, permanent as well. But it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time to secure a permanent position and begin career in tech industry and cloud. You heard me right. Now's the time. If you are looking for an opportunity to be able to land into the IT job market, I swear to the Lord above, now is the time. Jermaine proved it. You want to know how he did it? Go and watch the last video. Don't be shy. So, current job market trends. Okay, the economic overview. We have two views to consider, permanent and contract, right? And the economy has affected both, but differently. So contracting has taken a bit of blow to the nuts, if you ask me, and it's down to the ground, but making a slow recovery. With a few surprising offers here and there, it's not like how it used to be before when you had 20 and 40 new jobs. We're seeing like 3 or 4 jobs a day, with maybe two of those jobs being fake. Yeah, you heard me right. CV harvesting is a real thing. Now, how do you know how you can spot CV harvesting? Look at my last videos. I taught you how to actually spot it, right? But I just simply retouch. There's two ways. One, in a virtual way, is seeing when the job is repeated so many times is very vague, or it's a wish list. As long as your arm, like everything underneath the sun, there's either no day rate being mentioned or no salary being mentioned, for permanent contract. And then for permanent contract as well, when the agency calls you and they start to discuss, like they want to know like where you are and where you're looking and stuff like that, what will happen is that if you tell them where you are, or if you tell them where places you're going for interviews, they take note of that and want to know who you've spoken to, like what's the name of the manager and stuff. Don't give any info at all. If they say they want to know where you're being interviewed, name a big company like Capgemini or some shit like that, because it's very difficult for them to get through to those bigger companies. And you want to shut the conversation down pronto. You know why? You don't want to waste your time. Time can't buy back anything. So anyway, so permanent roles on the other hand are springing back into demand, however, with the salary expectations are low. However, the resource pool for the perm roles quickly drying up, and believe it or not, is getting competitive with seller expectations. You heard me right. So one person being mentioned before landed a perm role probably like 2 months ago. Now he's being asked to go and join another company in a perm role. Got it like at least 10% increase. And it's a recession. What does that tell you? Opportunity knocks, you must answer. Grab on into it and Hold on. Don't let it go away. When opportunity's knocking, girls and boys and girls, you grab. So industry demand, let's talk about the industry and what's in demand and stuff like that, right? So what's in demand or what I can see advertised now is anything AI. AI, artificial intelligence, if you can even friggin' spell the thing, you'd probably get a job. Who knows? Or people are interested in it. But you got machine learning or anything AI would get you a job now. But the advertised roles are killing me. They want you to have everything DevOps and the slack AI skills on top, but asking for like 400 to 500 pounds a day. In permanent roles, I'm seeing like 60 grand at entry level to like 95. But I'm seeing like some top-notch stuff for like perms. Dude, seeing salaries like 150. I saw one the other day for 320. I thought it was a typo. The guy said, no, it's legit. But the point being is that you got to have them skills. Now, a lot of people say, well, how do I can have those skills? AI just came about. It's not. Like machine learning and chatbots and stuff like that were at least released like 2011, 2012. Don't take my word for it. Go on Amazon, go and look at the books that are published that are like, people who are like gurus in that vertical, right? Or in that topic. And you see their books are like machine learning and stuff like since 2012. So it's not anything new, but it's not a lot of people with the skills. That's what's important. Okay. So for anyone out there who knows contracts and who knows DevOps, it's a lot of work, and to get paid that little for doing so much is insulting. But it's the game we are in. Keep your skills on top, up to date, keep climbing. Click, the thing is that a lot of people I have to say to a lot of people is that don't get into this game, boys and girls, because you want the mucho dinero. It's not about that. It's not about getting the bling. You know what I mean? It is there, don't get me wrong. You will get paid pretty penny for your skills and shit. But, you know, the name of the game is that you love being a tech and you love the challenge. And once you have that attitude, you will weigh out when it comes to recession and you would get rewarded when the market starts to climb. It just love what you do. Don't do it for the cash. Okay, so but here you go. Here's a question. Ready? What tech do you think is in common across AI, data, DevOps, machine learning, on-prem? Doesn't matter. Which tech do you think that's actually there where people will see something that's common? You know what it is? It's Python. Yeah. If you want a skill or you want to know what language to learn next, it's Python, right? You can use in data, just as I said, DevOps, AI, just learn it. It's essential and it's popular. That's the key. Don't There's always two ways, two paths. If you are wondering which path at the moment that you should be able to go on, and somebody says, hey, you know, should I learn now? Okay, these products are saying, should I learn AKS or should I learn OpenShift? So these are like wrappers for Kubernetes, right? They've got their own way of automation, the whole cluster and stuff like that. But kubectl and all that, it's the same. It's the same. But what's popular? Well, AKS is more popular than OpenShift. OpenShift will pay you more, but you'll get more jobs with AKS. So which one should you learn? AKS. Why? Simple. It's popular. And once you know that, when you come to why in the road and you want to be able to niche or what's popular, popular is where I always go. And what does that mean? I'm always getting paid. Amen. So let's talk highlight sectors with, you know, so what what what's what's growing, what's in demand. I want to highlight sectors within tech and cloud that are growing and where there's a high demand for permanent roles. Let's talk about that because you're not seeing much for contracts, but that's okay. So for perm roles and where the trend is hiring is companies that provides services or cloud services, right? So managed services or cloud service providers. So like Capgemini, Hitachi, HCL, those kind of bigger, massive companies. Those are the people that are hiring, but the wages aren't really that great now. Can't really say that I'm happy with the wages, but if you're looking to get into cloud or get into tech and stuff like that, or if you need a job, that's the first place where I go. So any of these companies are looking for resources, but don't be surprised the pay is shit. Okay, I didn't say that, but well, won't probably won't make you feel motivated, but if you're looking to get into tech or cloud or IT or whatever you want to call it, those are the places looking for you. But my recommendation is apply with the smaller firms, not the huge ones, because you would just get treated like a number. I remember the large firm that I went to was a huge oil refinery firm. They're in Reading, and they had offices all over global. They're like, huge. They're in Texas. Where were they? In Texas, Alaska, Canada. Where else? They were in Ireland, Scotland, you know, Dubai, Australia, and my number was B4116. You know what I mean? My email address, B4116 at whatever the name of the company was. It would automatically change to my actual name, but I had to enter B4116. If I wanted to go and schedule a meeting, B4116, and I got sick of that. I was there for like 10 months. Didn't like it. I was sitting next to A212. Who's A212? A permanent employee. Contractors got B's, A's were your perms. Yeah, A212. How are you? Anyway, so that's basically where you want to be. But the thing is that look, at the end of the day, the name of the game is to grow your skills, grow your knowledge, like quite simply, grow. You know, if you're not learning, if you're not learning, you ain't earning. That's the name of the game. So let's talk about contract versus permanent. Okay. So contracts are low simply because of the money. Why? Well, all the cheap money isn't available for companies anymore because of the interest rates, right? So when you have the hike in the interest rates, basically what will happen is that those loans that people are getting to next to none, just not there. So it's not only just the housing market or the car market or whatever market you can think of. Higher interest rates is burning us all. Okay. So projects or proof of concepts or research and discovery have taken a back burner and funds have dried up for some companies. Other companies are simply just waiting for interest rates to drop to borrow money to scale their business. Some other companies have closed their doors for good. Some companies, on the other hand, have a healthy budget and a healthy cash flow and have the money for R&D, but taking advantage of the talent pool crying out for jobs. On top of the hike in interest rates, Brexit has also decided to poke us in the ribs. Bitch. Permanent employees is stable at the moment, however, with increased responsibility with low wages. Now listen to this, right? Meaning burnout is getting higher. Yeah, so your boss will come over, right, ask you to take on more responsibilities because basically what will happen is that naturally you will hire more staff when more responsibilities are being, coming up to the surface, but the budget's not there, and basically people are a little bit too cautious or not really planning well. So, and the thing is that you don't want to hire a permanent employee and then have to make them redundant after like 2, 3 months, and then you got to go through tribunal and stuff. It's expensive, right? So they're being cautious with that. So where was I? So burnout is on the up. So your boss will come over and ask you to take on. Sorry about that. Phone ringing. Recruiters. They'll call you back. I got my guys here who need me. So basically, yeah, what was I saying? So, yeah, you would take on more responsibilities, then take on more. That was the phone ringing, just in case if you want to know what I was talking about. So anyway, so basically what will happen is that hypothetically, someone has left your team. Let's call them Dave. Well, your boss will come over and say, we need someone to help us with some of the things Dave was doing. And the words, don't worry, we're looking for another perm to hire to take over from Dave, right? That's what the boss will say. So you already got your responsibilities. You've taken on more responsibilities. Someone in the team left, we call him Dave. Now you got to take on Dave's responsibilities, right? And your boss is going to say something along the lines of, "Look, don't worry, we're going to hire somebody else to replace Dave." Now, guess what? It's going to take 6 months for you to find a replacement, right? In permanent position. Why? Because you got to wait until you get the job release from HR or the authorization. Then you got to advertise the thing. Your salary expectations, for that job is like too low for the responsibilities that you wish, or simply you can't find someone with the skills, so you need to be able to lower the bar a bit. And then what will happen in about 2 to 3 months pass after that, then you may consider hiring a contractor to get something in. But the point being is that there, Dave probably never comes. Yeah, that's right. A new Dave doesn't fill that role. So what happens? You and your team now have more responsibilities. You get more pressure. And all of a sudden now, burnout is something that's there. Now you're permanent. I mean, I'm not going to say you've got some rights and, time off that you could take. Don't take my word for it. But the point being is this. That's the situation where you're in. So what do? What must you do? Always protect yourself, right? So you send an email. So you have, first of all, take 2 steps. One is verbally tell your boss when he or she comes over and he says, right, you're happy to take on more responsibilities, but what is your timeline to add a replacement or more staff to the team? Ask the question. But it's really important to ask, what is your timeline? And then you finish it off with, as you know, we're all close to burnout and we wish to not disappoint you. Basically, what you're telling your boss is it's not about just you, it's about that person as well. You got to see it as a team effort. But your boss has got to try and understand that you have verbally communicated to them that you are at your limit. After you've verbally said this to your manager, whether on Teams, rather on a phone, or whatever, follow it up with email saying thank you very much. As discussed, I'm happy to take on these responsibilities, but we are at our limit. I can only take on so much. And you've not actually looked to increase my pay, assuming that you've had that discussion, you know. And what will happen is that because you had an email and your boss confirmed that the timeline is next 3 to 6 months, you know that after 6 months, you could go knocking on the door demanding that you either get a pay rise, right? Or, which I think the preference would be, get more members into the team, get more team members there, share that workload because it's not fair for the burnout, right? So, that's it. And that's where we are today. So let's take a look. Let me share my screen and let's look at today's job market. If I can say share screen, where am I at? Screen 3. There you go. And we're just going to end here after I just show you where we are with things. So if I look in the job market today, type in Azure engineer. And the thing is, why do I always look at Azure and stuff like that? Is because I believe they're the leaders in the cloud. They're going to get there. They're so hungry to be the best. And they don't want to be seen as not lead in anything. So, look out, Azure is going to be there. They're very, very, very hungry. Anyway, point is 530 jobs. Now, that's better. Yes, last week when I was looking for jobs, it was 250, 300, 530 is really good, but take a pinch of salt, ladies and gents. These could be repeatable jobs. These could be some duff jobs. Like if I look here, oh, it's for the same company, but it's a different job. What about this? Oh, it's different. Wow, that's really good. Good rate too, But boo inside R35. Ugh. Unless you're working remote. If you're working remote for inside R35, that's fine. Now, here's a tip. Here's a tip. Just want to share this with you. If you see a job and it says that it's hybrid, but you are a person looking for fully remote, still apply. Speak to the recruiter when he or she calls and ask, hey, is it set in stone about looking for hybrid, because at some point somebody would have changed their mind, the manager, right, that the recruitment agency is representing, and then what will happen is that guess what? The managers change their mind, can't find that person for this position, so they don't mind fully remote. The other side is the manager doesn't mind fully remote, but the company says to advertise the role as hybrid from HR. Well, guess what? You hop on the interview, you fandazy dozy them with your skills and abilities, and you say you want full remote. They're not going to refuse it. You know why? Can't find the skills. So guess what? That's what you got to be. You got to be a hustler, man. You know what I mean? Your answer is the answer, not their answer. You are the answer. Just remember that. Anyhow, let's let's just wrap this up because I don't want to take too much time. Anyway, the market not too bad this week. It's really, really good. Now, if you want some hits and tips about how to apply for a job, there is a knack that I'm doing that helped, you know, all of my customers, my clients get onto their jobs. I have a course coming out. Look out for the course, or if you want to join my community, you can do so. There's a pay subscription that's going to come up aboard, and it's not going to be a huge amount of money or huge amount of cash, but you hear it from me, it's going to help. I mean, say, could you really say no to earning six figures? What's a few £100s to be able to give to me to help you get there? Not a lot, and why am I doing it? Why am I charging? Because I know that I can actually get you there. And that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I've got proof. And you can see my videos. And guess what? I got like 7 more videos coming of people that I've helped get into the IT market or switch from perm to contract, wherever you want to call it. Point being is I'm out there doing magic. Let's look at permanent roles. Permanent roles. Boom. Okay, look, see where it says not stated on the job? Always untick that, right? You're not wasting your time. Do not waste your time with jobs not posting the friggin' salary. What's the point? Oh, look at that. Platform. Ooh, 100K. There you go. That's more like it. But I bet you they ask for everything underneath the sun. What do they ask for? Easy. Go for it. Ah, see, look, see there? Enthusiastic. Go for it attitude when issues arise. You know what that means? That means you got a lot of work to do. So we're going to give you the right salary, but we want you to do the things we want you to do. You know, ooh, SecOps. Ooh, SecOps fully remote. Oh, that is a beauty. Not a lot of stuff there. I'll be questioning if that job is real or not. I hope it is because it looks good. What else? Yeah, we got some good stuff. Perm, telling you right now is the time for you to get a job. You know, if you want to be able to land the IT market and stuff like that, frigging do it. Get your CV up. Let me review it. Do something. Point being is, let's get you out there. And that is it. Well, I know I always show you job serve, but there's contract, there's total jobs. I think it was IT jobs before. Anyway, point being, total jobs is really good. If you want to see what the industry is doing and where things are actually going up, down, left, and right, this is a place where you want to be. So, IT Job Watch is something I've always used over the years, where you can actually like on the role itself, you can see if it's contract or perm, and you got a nice little graph here that you can actually see where the trends are, where things have actually picked up. So contract was huge. Look at that. Back in 2021, things were good. But look, you know what's really impressive? Look at contract, perm, and all. Contract is always on top of perm. What does that tell you? And I know why. Let me share with you why. When it comes to trying to find someone who's a permanent employee to actually fill in a job role, it's quite difficult. Because if someone's being paid, sorry, already a salary of 120 grand, for you to be able to entice that person to come over to your side of the world, you got to be looking at giving them 140. But on top of that, you got to match their package. Not talking about down south. Come on. I'm talking about their overall, reimbursement. You're talking about their pension, you're talking about their friggin', shares and stuff like that, bonuses and all those kind of things. And to hire someone, permanent employee at 120 and give them more money, where you have to like pay for their holiday and shit like that, dude, it's mega bucks. I saw the breakdown for a company and stuff like that. So if you pay somebody 100 grand, really and truly is actually costing that company about 160, 170,000 pounds. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. Don't take me for it. I'm not an accountant, but the point being is it's not cheap. Anyway, Jude the Dude out. Hope you've enjoyed that. Have a great day. See you soon.